with Alistair Atkin of Atkin Guitars, and they are absolutely stunning. So lovely to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, John.
So, tell us about Atkin Guitars.
Well, it says here on the sign we've been going since 1995, and that was just me in my garage, just knocking out guitars, maybe 10 a year, and it's sort of been growing. We only do acoustic guitars, and now there's 5 of us working in a workshop just outside Canterbury.
They are really, really beautiful guitars and very sort of familiar looking.
Yeah.
And I love what you've done. And tell the people at home about the finishing you do.
Okay, so I think I'm right in saying we're the first acoustic guitar company to actually do a relic aged guitar finish. And you see it on electric guitars a lot, and I always loved the original acoustic guitars. So I thought, well, I need to really work out how to do that. And I spent about 5 years getting that process together and unleashed it on the world, and it started selling. And so this year we've made 170 of them, and 90% of them are relic finishes. But it's a very thin nitrocellulose finish, so it's got 8 coats, and a standard mirror sort of flat finish would probably be 20 coats. So it really helps the guitar sound amazing.
They look absolutely stunning too, and you're right, having that sort of vintage or worn-in look does add to that worn-in feel as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're more resonant because they're worn-in.
Exactly. It's exactly that, and you pick them up and it just feels like an old friend. So you're ready to start, well, a lot of the guitars we make go to songwriters. So they want to feel connected with that instrument, so they can really, bring the music out. So it works brilliantly.
Well, what I thought, and that's kind of weird actually, is I've got a pretty old guitar that I've played to death, and it looks kind of like some of these ones. But do you know what? What I love about my guitar is because it's old, it does feel more resonant, it feels more natural to play, and these ones, they feel like that when you first pick it up, even though it's a brand new guitar.
Absolutely.
I guess that's what you're going for.
Well, it is what we're going for. It's taken time to actually work out how to do that, and there's a pretty intense process behind that. But ultimately, we bake the tops. All of the tops have been baked, and then we're freezing the guitars once they've been finished. So we're kind of replicating what might happen to a very old guitar in its lifetime on, say, the east coast of America. Gigging musician chucks his guitar in the back of a car on a freezing night, or in the midsummer.
So when it's very humid, and that leads to a lot of cracking and stuff. Yeah.
So they're really dried out guitars.
Could you talk us through say your favourite model?
Well, this one is really popular at the moment. This is called the 43, and it's based on a J45 with some of our own sort of slants on that. Essentially, it's got a Sitka spruce top, again baked, mahogany back and sides, Santos rosewood fingerboard and bridge, so now it's CITES free. It can go anywhere in the world, and you don't need any documentation for it.
That's really great.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of difference for touring musicians as well. They're absolutely free to take it wherever they like. These guitars feel very light because essentially, again, the amount of finish on them, it just gives it that sort of ultra resonant feel. And we've made this guitar you look at the door, this is the door from the workshop, and everyone's on it. We've got Bruce Springsteen, Elvis, Costello, and Ed Sheeran's got one, and Dolly Parton. So these are guitars.
Really cool.
They're going everywhere.
It's a lot of big names.
Yeah.
Well, they are absolutely beautiful guitars.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, I'll have a little play and we'll do some recording. See what it
Please
sounds
do.
like. Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Some playing.
Okay. How was that for you?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Straight.
Good.
There's loads of.
You can cut it.
Yeah.